Yo, what's good everybody? How you guys doing? My name is Emmanuel and welcome to Football Insights with Emmanuel. So today I would just like to touch on the Club World Cup games that we'll be having today. Unfortunately, it's only going to be one game. I don't know why, but it's Fluminense versus Inter Milan. So it's going to be a very interesting game because Fluminense has a knack of being able to hold off these bigger teams, so, just like they did with Dortmund. They also managed to hold their own against Sundowns. Personally, I feel like it should have been Sundowns over Fluminense to go through, but that's just like African bias. But at the end of the day, I'll just like to, iron out a few things, see how the teams might set up today, and also who actually has a chance of winning. So firstly, I'd like to talk about Inter Milan. So Inter Milan, as we all know, fumbled in the Champions League final against PSG where they absolutely got destroyed 5-0. But, that's in the past. They've made a few signings, they've made a few changes to the team, and it looks like they're playing a more well-rounded football. So instead of just playing that defensive football that they play, they just hold back, sit back, let you come to them, and then catch you on the counter-attack. They actually try to attack. In the previous game that I watched was against, what were they playing against again? Playing against River Plate, yes, where they won 2-0. They won 2-0 against River Plate, and in that game they had a more attacking style, more attacking fluidity. Apart from the drama between Acuna and Dumfries, but that's like a story for another day. It was a pretty good game that I watched from Inter. River Plate was held in that game very well, and River Plate is not a team that can just be beat that easily. It's not a walkover team. But the way they lined up, they had Jan Sommer in goal, Matteo Damian, they had Acerbi, Bastoni, Dumfries at right wing back, Barella in the middle with Aslani and Mkhitaryan. They had Federico Di Marco at left wing back, and then they had Martinez and Esposito up front. So another player I'd actually like to talk about is Esposito. Esposito has actually made a very good beginning to his life at Inter Milan. He scored in the game against River Plate. It was a pretty decent goal. And yeah, he's pretty much having a flying start there. That on that day, personally, I feel like he had a way better performance than Martinez, even though Martinez was creating a lot of chances for himself, just was not managing to finish them off. But apart from that, it was a pretty good game. Bastoni also bagged himself a goal from centre back. He had a pretty good run going forward, and he managed to finish the chance off. Um, Another thing is with Inter, Inter actually finished first in their group with 7 points. They had 2 wins and 1 draw. They drew against Monterrey, where Ramos scored a header, and he managed to get the draw for his team. That way, Monterrey actually also qualified over River Plate. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. This Club World Cup there are no walkover teams in the Club World Cup. No lie. So yeah, they had a pretty good game, Inter and Monterrey, and Monterrey is gonna play tomorrow, I think. So I'm looking forward to seeing that also. So Inter finished first. They got 2 wins and a draw. They got +3 goal difference, which was actually less than the Monterrey team. So it's crazy. Like it just shows how much they love playing that defensive football. But had they done that against River Plate, I doubt they would have actually won the game. Because River Plate is actually a very good attacking team, and you need to attack them to be able to beat them. So another thing I'd like to touch on now is the Fluminense team. So Fluminense's previous game was against Sundowns. Fluminense lined up like this. They had Fabio in goal. They had Xavier. They had Ignacio, Freites, Rene, Hercules, Nonato, Martinelli, John Arias, Cano, and Canabillo. Yeah, Canabillo, I think. That's a pretty good, decent lineup. But they had most of their, how can I say, firepower on the bench that game. They had Thiago Silva on the bench, and they had Samuel Xavier also on the bench. Oh no, Xavier started. He started for them in that game. But they had Thiago Silva is pretty much the only player who actually missed out on some minutes in that game. But yeah, these Fluminense players have actually been having quite a a decent Club World Cup. I would like to say Xavier, John Arias, and Thiago Silva, namely, because they've actually had pretty decent games in the past 3 games that they've played. But it's gonna be a different challenge for them this time around, because this time around they're gonna come up against a team that's Champions League proven, a team that's proven in Europe. These South American teams have actually had quite the number of these European teams, but this one's gonna be might be a different outcome. So the one player I would like to just touch on, one player who's been very influential to this Fluminense team is John Arias. John Arias has been so good for them. He's been creating chances. He's been scoring goals. He's been doing it all basically. And as their captain, I don't know if he's their main captain or if he's only the captain when Thiago Silva is not on the field. But the games that I've watched, he was the captain. Yeah, first game I don't think he was captain when he scored that beautiful free kick. I don't think he was the captain, but yeah, he's been so good for them. The Colombian right winger, been so good for them. He's only 27 years old, so I don't know if he's just gonna stay in Fluminense for the rest of his career. He probably has like 3, 4 good years left. Maybe some European teams might be looking to pick him up, but yeah, we never know. Just gotta wait and see. Another thing about this Fluminense team, on their side of the table, I mean on the knockout stages, they have Inter, they have City, they have Al Hilal. We saw Botafogo going down against Palmeiras, which was also a beautiful game. And we saw Chelsea absolutely destroy Benfica. Benfica will actually beat Bayern Munich. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like no teams are actually walkovers. It's very interesting, you know. It's a very interesting FIFA Club World Cup. Some of the teams that qualified, most people wouldn't have thought of them qualifying. So yeah, it's very interesting. Another thing, Fluminense finished second behind Dortmund, and yeah, I don't know. That was I don't know. It was very tough to take because I feel like Sundowns deserved it. Sundowns played very well. Sundowns fought with everything that they had. Obviously, everybody got through 3 points against Uslan. Ulsan, yes, it is Ulsan. And yeah, it's very unfortunate that they ended up getting the draw against Fluminense after getting the L against Dortmund after going 2 goals up. So yeah, I don't know. It's a tough pill to swallow, but I still feel like they should have actually managed to get through. But at the end of the day, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Fluminense. So yeah, catch the game at 9 o'clock. It's playing on Super Sport 3, I'm sure. Super Sport 7. It's all over. So hopefully you guys catch the game. Let me know what you think. Let me know who you think is gonna be the standout player for today's match. Who's gonna be the superior man of the match? And yeah, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. Drop a like, drop a subscribe to your boy. And this was Football Insights with Men. Peace out.
For the streets, yeah, we're running it back with the beats, yeah. Treasy, I'm rocking the cleats, yeah. Rocking Nike or a D.